Hi guys, good morning. Thank you for joining me for another What I Eat in a Day as a vegan on Slimming World. If you're new, my name's Leanne. Hi, nice to meet you. And if you're coming back, as always, thanks ever so much for doing so. Today is Saturday and it is a rainy old day. I am at my parents' and in the conservatory and it is peeing down and it's lovely. Hi guys, so yeah, today's video is a little bit weird. Let me just show you what I had for breakfast. First things first, I have chopped my little new potatoes into little bite-sized pieces. I've just done the whole bag. It wasn't a particularly large bag. I thought there'd be a few more in there than that. But I thought I might as well just cook them all by the time I had like 4 left in there. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to eat all these now, but I'll have some leftover cooked ones anyway. So I'm still trying to get used to this air fryer. There we go. Because it's got more of a catch than my old one. Or maybe it's because my other one was old. You just slide it straight in, whereas this one's a bit more clicky. Anyway, right. So I'm still not sure if I've worked this out, but anyway. So we'll start by going to just over 10 minutes because this one doesn't stop working when you open the door, which is a really weird thing to me after using my old one, but it's okay because you can just turn it off at the wall if you need to. But with the old one I was very used to just putting it on whatever time here, and then I could always like open it, which would stop the heater part, but it would keep obviously the timer counting down because it's manual, same as this one. But then like to keep it off you would just leave the thing out, whereas this one keeps heating even if you pull this out, so you would have to turn it off at the wall if your stuff was done, which yeah, it just makes me a little uncomfortable with the thought of pulling it out while it's still going. So yeah, that's something that I need to get used to with this new one. But apart from that, still looking sexier. The products. Okay, so this is after whatever time I put on before, maybe 11 or 12 minutes at 200. So that's actually fairly decent. So I'm going to put it on for like another 7 or so. While I make the rest of my breakfast. I just realised you can't even see, sorry. So yeah, I've got some mushrooms and vegan ham and baked beans. So essentially the same breakfast I had yesterday but with potatoes, and now I can officially call it a cooked breakfast. Okay. My mushrooms and my Richmond vegan ham are nearly done. All I'm going to do is chuck the beans in there in a moment. And after the second round of cooking, these potatoes are done and they are crispy boys, which is good. I sampled one to make sure. So, very pleased. So that was a total of about, 18 minutes in this air fryer? If anyone has one. I'm putting a bit of Cajun in because, when I say a bit, I mean quite a lot, because it's delicious and there's no other seasoning in this. Right, this is the other half of the potatoes, because I suddenly realised it was quite a lot of food, like quite a lot, a bit more than I was prepared to eat at this point in the day, so I don't really know what to do with them, so I'm just going to keep them in there for a minute, they'll be fine. And then this is my breakfast bowl. Don't worry, it's a cereal bowl, not one of my big ones. So yeah, I will mix the potatoes through a bit because they don't have any seasoning on. All the good Cajun salty stuff is in the beans and ham and mushrooms. So there we go, that is actually sin-free. Nice cooked breakfast to start my day. Also, I had a coffee while I was waiting, and this is my second one that I'm taking to have after I finish my food. So that was an insanely huge breakfast. Like, note to future me, do not have potatoes and beans in the same meal. There is no need for it. And it was so filling. Like, honestly, it was ridiculous. It was lovely, but ridiculous. So yes. Anyway, obviously I went to mum and dad's after I'd had that, and I had 2 coffees as well, with my breakfast. Well, one while I was having it and one before when I was making it. So that was 2 syns. Breakfast was sin free, well, brunch, whatever you want to call it. So then I went up to mum and dad's, had my hair cut. Gonna keep on top of it a bit more. We took about 3 inches off. Oh, it's a bit of a mess now. It was looking nice earlier. But yeah, so it's nice and neat at the bottom now. It looks a lot better because it was getting a bit straggly, and I'm probably going to keep it around this length. But yeah, so nice to have my fringe cut properly as well, because I had done it myself previously, if you guys recall. And yeah, it was wonky. I did tell my Siobhan, but then, and she said, she was saying, like, how did you do it? And I was like, well, I watched a YouTube thing. And I said, I know there's a bit that's shorter. And then she measured it all out. She's like, oh yeah, there's a big chunk out of it there. Not that it matters because I wear it to the side, but even so. Anyways, that was fun. So then, while I was still up at mum and dad's, I got called out for work because I'm on call. So then, even longer, I was planning on going to Hobbycraft anyway because I wanted to buy some card to mount my picture on to actually then make a card, if you see what I mean, for Father's Day. And so I said to mum, like, if you're not doing anything, do you want to come? Or rather, she'd said she wasn't doing anything, so I said, do you want to come with me? I was going to go anyway. So she wasn't, so she did. And so we went up to Gloucester, went to Hobbycraft, and then so I got a few bits, nothing terribly exciting, some card, a little like paper creaser tool things, not exactly what I wanted, but this was like as close as what they had. It's fine, does the job what I wanted. I got some charcoal pencils because I've had them saved in my Amazon wish list for ages. So I just happened to see them in there, so I just grabbed them quickly. And I also got some storage, a few little storage boxes, small ones, just for like stickers and things for smaller items, just to so I can organise like a big box I've got a bit better. But anyway, not very exciting. So yeah, just got a few bits. So that was really nice. And then on the way back, we stopped at Costa and had a big old treat. So they do these like frappes in the summer, but they're like bubble frappes, and they're like fruit flavoured, and if you get them with vegan milk, then they're vegan. So not last year, maybe the year before, me and mum got a little bit obsessed with the mango one with coconut milk. Oh my god, it was so good. But then the other day in my like week where I wasn't filming, we went to Costa one day and we were gonna have one of them for a treat, but they didn't have any of the mango syrup, so we tried the raspberry one instead with coconut milk, and oh my god, it was so good. So we had that again today. Well, I had the raspberry one, mum had the mango one. Oh my god, they're so good, guys. Like, you should try them. They've got the little like bubbles, like what you get with bubble tea, so the little flavor pops, and then it's like obviously like blended coconut milk and ice, and then like a raspberry syrup, and then it's got this stuff they call light whip on top, which is the vegan topping they use. Honestly, it's such a treat. It's like a posh dessert, or not posh dessert, it's like an adult dessert, but oh my god, so good. It's making my mouth water thinking about it. But anyway, and I didn't know how many syns it was. All I knew was that I'd only used 2 syns, and I was still really full from my breakfast, even though at that point it was like 5 hours later. So I was just like, you know what, that's fine. And then I did look it up. Have a look here. And I put the details in the app, and it's basically 300 calories, which is obviously a huge amount for a drink, but that works out as 15 syns. So not as bad as I thought, funny enough. So yeah, that was fine. And then when I got home, like, I mean, we were into evening at that point, and I still wasn't hungry, but then later on I was, and I just snacked on some cherries and a wholemeal pita just with 30 grams of vegan cheese in it and some tomato, and some Worcester sauce, which I didn't film because I totally forgot, because I just feel a bit all over the place today because I've been, you know, around various places. So that was that, but that was my healthy extra A and B choice, and obviously a bit of speed for the tomatoes. So yeah, and that was where I am now, really. I'm gonna have a cup of tea in a minute, a cup of herbal tea and some more water, because I've definitely not drunk enough like actual water today. But apart from that, I am going to bed shortly, so I'm going to leave it there. But I reckon that puts me on 17 syns for the day, just for the almond milk in my 2 coffees, and then that Costa raspberry bubble frappe. I do recommend that you try one, because honestly they're really good. They are a proper treat. So yeah, top tip. Anyway, that's all from me. Oh no, except I finished my Father's Day card. Let me just show you. Please excuse the mess. I've been watching some stuff on the internet while I while I play around with this. But yeah, so obviously I've got my little watercolour painting, which the more I look at it, the more crappy and wonky it looks. But, you know, whatever, the thought was there. I got a sheet of A4 card. Oh my God, I bought 3 sheets of this card because I thought, you know, I'm bound to go wrong somewhere. They're £1 each for card. Anyway, yeah, and then I just did some ink, like blended some ink around the outside just to make it not plain. Probably should have done it along the top, but whatever, doesn't matter. And then I just mounted my little watercolour on there with some, you know, the little foam. I wonder if you can see. Yeah, you can. Well, you can see them on the letters because I used 2. Can you see? Yeah, there we go, look. So I just did a little foam square in each corner on the off chance that he wanted to keep the picture and not the card. So it's not like, sorry, I think my phone just did an autofocus thing. But yeah, so it's not like ruined. There's just a little foam dot in each corner on the back. I don't think he would want to keep it. It's not very good, but you know, just in case. Anyway, and then I made these letters using my cutter. I think I mentioned it. Yeah, I did mention it yesterday, didn't I? Because I did a massive video yesterday. But and I showed you the decal line. Well, this is one of the wavy lines, obviously. Although, you know, with hindsight, these look like stamps, as in postage stamps. But, you know, whatever. So yeah, I just used a lettering pen. What are they called? Not a lettering pen, is it? I don't even know what. A brush pen, that's the word, brush pen. Yeah, so I got, these are just Tombow ones, but they're pretty good brush pens, actually. I don't know if any of you guys know about. Oh my God. Oh, it's okay. Whew. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys know about Tombow, but it's a name I keep coming across in the journaling world. But these were on sale on a website. Like I've got it in black in the soft and the hard tips. But they had these for like £2 each or something on a website, and they're coloured versions of the brush pen. So I just grabbed them because I was having an order anyway, and they're super cheap. So it's like this, but it's like quite a hard tip. So they're really nice for writing with. Can I do it looking through the phone? Yes, I can. Nope. So anyway, okay, retrieved the card from the floor. Anyway, right, so yes, so I did my very best attempt at brush lettering, which I think turned out quite well. I was really careful. Yes, a few of them went wrong, and then I crossed them out and did new ones, and so yeah, I did throw a few away, but that's fine. So I did this on one of the spare pieces of card. I did muck up one of the pieces of card, so actually it worked out well. So I used one of the spare pieces. These are nice and solid. Did the letters. I sort of measured roughly it out first, but that meant I had to then erase all the pencil lines on all of them, which was a pain in the bum. But anyway, doesn't matter. And then I cut them out once I'd done the lettering, and then I stuck these on, and I was quite impressed with my ingenuity. So I used double of the foam squares behind them, and I stuck them so that, as you can see, they're just overlapping the picture, but actually where I've stuck them, I've done it on the outside edge for each one. So all the ones on this side, the foam things on the left, these ones are at the top and these ones are on the right. So actually there's nothing touching the picture at all, so that's completely separate to like the letters. So I was quite pleased with my ingenuity there, again on the very slight off chance that they wanted to save the thing without it being a Father's Day card. Anyway, and then on the inside I did my very best lettering in some gold pen and blue glittery pen, and then just because I like using stickers, I used some of these really cute little Japanese washi stickers. This is from a brand called Mindwave, and I'm obsessed with their stickers because they're really cute. I mean, look at these. So I did this little forest scene. The light is making the edges of these show up, but in real life you can barely see them. They're washi stuff, so they're super thin and like transparent. You can sort of see the trees through the bear a little bit there where I've placed him. But yeah, I just put a little bear on there because I was like, it's Daddy Bear, isn't it? So, and then I did a little one down here as well because I was like, oh, there's his bum, which was just funny. So yeah, it doesn't really go with the writing, which, you know, if I'd have thought about it properly, I would have done it nicer, but it's still cute. So there we go. The card is done. I didn't think to buy an envelope to put it in. But hey ho, I tried. Anyway, and then I got him some, he's recently given up eating salted peanuts. Like, that's been his snack of choice all his life, but he's weaned himself off of them because they don't really agree with him. So I was trying to find him a couple of, because like usually the thing that we get them is like beer and snacks, but like now that he's not having peanuts, I was like, what shall I get him? So I found these like Graze bags of different mixed snacks, and there was a Marmite one, and I know he likes Marmite, so I thought, well, I'll get him a bag of that, and then I got him a bag of the salt and vinegar ones as well. I thought, if he doesn't like them, fine, whatever, but if he does, then at least it's like something to munch on. And then I was going to get him some Guinness Zero because he's been having that at home instead of beer as well, and out of the pub actually, so that's good. But there wasn't any Guinness Zero in Sainsbury's. The woman very kindly showed me the shelf space where it should be. So that was great. So tomorrow, before we go out for lunch, I'm gonna quickly see if Tesco's has got any, and if they don't, I mean, I'll probably just get them a couple of normal beers, like, you know, the nice ones in the bottle. But anyway, so yeah, and I got him a cushion off Amazon, just a silly like dad's spot cushion, you know, to go in his corner on the sofa, and then it's got like a pocket on the other side for glasses and remote, which I just thought was quite amusing because he's always like, where's my glasses? Even though he's got like 12 pairs around the house. Anyway, so yes, yeah, so I am ready for Father's Day mostly. Tomorrow we're going out for lunch, which is my idea, but again, only to Leaf and Ground, which is like the one place that I'm getting comfortable with going out there. As you guys know, I've been there a couple of times in the last few months, just with mum and dad, but my sister will be obviously joining us tomorrow because it's Father's Day. So, you know, I'm like, that's the one place I'm comfortable, but like in my head, you know, it's better than not going anywhere ever, which is what I was doing, probably for like a year. So, if not more actually. So yeah, like, you know, if I keep making myself kind of go out, like, you know, maybe I'll start getting a bit more comfortable and building up to going to other places. So, you know, I feel like I am constantly improving, like the fact that I go up to Hobbycraft and like I wasn't too phased about it. Oh, and I know this is such a small thing, I went up the stairs twice at mum and dad's, and they've got steep stairs. Once to blow dry my hair after my haircut, and then once to look at a chair that my dad had put in the room my sister stays in when she sleeps over. Yeah, like it was surprisingly easy compared to like even Christmas time when I was around there, and I remember just really struggling to get up the stairs, like a combination of breathing and the physical movement of it. I think I've told you guys before, because, you know, I live in a bungalow, so stairs is actually quite a big issue. Like, I've got a real bee in my bonnet about stairs. I think I told you last time I went to Hobbycraft actually. But yeah, like I did it today, and like obviously I was a little bit out of breath because I'm not very fit, but like it was nothing like before. So that was like that felt really good. And then in Hobbycraft as well, yeah, went upstairs there, absolutely fine. Coming down was a bit of an issue with my knee actually. More so than at mum and dad's, but by then I'd been, you know, walking around for a bit and stuff. But yeah, this knee thing is like a six month long thing. I do have a doctor's appointment actually to see if I need to get anything checked, just because it's been going on for a long time. I think I've like hurt a tendon or something. But anyway, so yes, so I've actually had quite like I feel like I've had quite a positive day. I'm really happy. Like it feels really nice having like a proper haircut, because that's been probably a good 7 months at this point since I last had it cut, and all the blue taken out and stuff. Was it since then? Yeah, it was. Yeah, maybe it's more than that then. Maybe it's like 8 or 9 months. But you can see like that's my natural hair colour at the top. It's really dark nowadays, but it goes lighter in the sun. But you know, I'm like a mushroom, I don't come out in the sun. So this is all the bit that used to be blue. So obviously it's not in quite as good condition, but it's like to get it out, it was all bleached and then re-dyed, so it is quite blonde. But it just kind of looks like balayage at this point, or balayage, I don't know how you say it, balayage in it. So yeah, I'm not mad about it. And I'm gonna like not dye my hair until I start getting some more greys, because I realised that because I was getting the whole reason I started dyeing my hair blue was because I developed a couple of grey hairs after having COVID, and like I was so self-conscious about it. And then like I am still, it's just that I haven't noticed them for a while, because there's one or two up here somewhere, and then maybe like they're near the front, so they're quite obvious when they catch the light, but I genuinely haven't noticed them for quite a long time now. And I thought, let's just let my hair like be natural, so I'm going to grow it out as much as possible. And then Siobhan said, all we need to do is we'll just put some blonde highlights in when you start noticing greys more, and that will keep you going. And then it's minimal dye, because she knows I want to keep it quite natural, because that is generally my preference. Except for when it was blue. I do miss the blue. I loved it. It was just so high maintenance. I couldn't keep it up anymore. I did it for a long time and I loved it. I used to get such compliments on it as well, like out and about in Dursley. Like people would stare, which I hated, but a lot of people complimented because my hair's quite long as well. Like people would always say. Anyway, right, I'm really rambling. Sorry. I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea and get ready for bed and read my book, because I've only got like 100 pages left of Homecoming. I can't believe it's taken me so long to read, but honestly, it's so good. Like I'm convinced that I'm onto something with my theory, but don't know. Please, can one of you guys read it? Homecoming by Kate Morton, and let me know what you think, because it's so good. Anyway, I will say goodbye now. As I said, I'm going to make a cup of tea, get ready for bed, finishing on about 17 syns, I reckon, give or take, but you know, is what it is. Well, no, it's fine actually. Why am I saying that? And yeah, tomorrow I'm eating out for lunch. If I have that meze plate that I absolutely love, then apart from like coffees, that will be my only syns tomorrow, because I know that that's just huge amounts of syns, just probably mostly because of the bread that comes with it. But I'm going to try and be good and maybe try the there's like a chickpea and aubergine stew that they do that's looks really nice, and I've not tried it before. So I'm in my head, like I want to have that. I feel like that's the more Slimming World friendly option, but I just love that meze plate so much. So we'll see how I feel tomorrow. But either way, I'll try and keep everything as sin free as possible, like I said, except for a couple of coffees apart from that. So yes, so you can look forward to that tomorrow. Anyway, sorry, totally random video today, but I didn't really film loads because there wasn't really anything to film. So anyway, thanks for watching. Okay, bye.